Did she just call me dumb?
땡땡 cockatoo.
Hi, welcome. So, Everglow recently had a comeback with a song called Dun Dun. And to be really honest with you, it just hits differently. Normally for comebacks, I do a why this comeback is so familiar, and I compare it to useless shit, but today is very different. Damn, I have to say, they have really stepped it up ever since Bonbon Chocolat and their previous comeback, while including elements from those previous comebacks into this song. So I thought we could take a minute, or maybe 10, to talk about that. Actually, I'm gonna stop you right there because you'd be pretty. Dum dum da dum dum. If you didn't subscribe right now, because I am trying to get to 100,000 subscribers before I inevitably become irrelevant. So make sure you subscribe, click the bell to be notified, comment on this video if you'd like to help the algorithm. We are going to start off with the song itself. So I cannot express to you how disappointed I was to find out that they were not saying that you're so dumb, but rather you are so done. Ever since the teaser came out, I have been, without a doubt, singing, "You're so dumb, dumb, da dum dum." I was over the moon ecstatic because I thought it's gonna be that song. Everglow are those girls, and they went there. But then I turned on the captions and they were saying, "You're so done." And I should have figured it was spelled D-U-N, which to be really honest, could be up for interpretation, in my opinion. And I thought to myself, I could use this to insult my worst K-pop YouTuber enemies. But alas, it was nothing more than a pipe dream. Or allegedly, who knows? Again, it's spelled D-U-N, which is not how you spell done or dumb. So, therefore, it's probably up for interpretation. I'm going to go ahead and say dumb. None of you can stop me. It just would have hit so much harder. But I do like done as well. I think it's friendlier, I guess. Other than ruining my dreams, this song is so catchy, and I love how soft the dun dun part is in contrast to how impactful and hard-hitting the chorus itself is. So in that sense, I suppose it also reminds me a little bit of Adios. Just these whisper type elements, maybe not whisper type elements, but just these really soft elements that precede something that's otherwise super energetic. And the lyrics as well are also quite empowering, and I love them for that. I love when artists, can empower themselves without empowering the money that they make, because elitism, classicism, that's a joke. You have to get it to get it. We don't stand elitist lyrics on this channel, even though my faves do it. Jeremy Scott, Givenchy, bitch, you ain't got shit on me. We 16% support elitist lyrics for the hell of it. But as a basis, I'd rather not. I would much rather vibe with something that says, I'm strong and you will fall to the ground in my presence, even though that's not true. Okay, so now let's move on to the music video. We start off the music video in this cold-looking set, which is definitely reminiscent of Adios. There's obviously no easily discernible storyline, but then again, the song is about how amazing they are and how you will freeze in their presence. Therefore, I think, the music video does a really good job at showcasing the members themselves, showcasing, how powerful they look, how powerful they're walking around, how powerful their dancing is, to really showcase the lyrics rather than having a storyline, which is fine. I don't think Adios really had a storyline either. There was a bit more substance to Adios, in my opinion, where, there were more sets. The sets didn't feel as limiting. For example, this icy set does seem like limiting space-wise. And I don't know how to explain it other than it just seems too much like a set. You don't feel like you're transported into this world of the music video. You just feel like it's a set. Okay, let's move on to the outfits. So I'm going to say I'm a little bit disappointed by the outfits, and here's why. Some of the outfits definitely are a little bit reminiscent of Bonbon Chocolat, and it's not that I hate them, but I think they really should have gone edgier to really fit how hard-hitting the song really is. The one thing I find lacking with this comeback are iconic outfits. So in their previous comeback, you had these white suits, and they carried on this throughout all of their stage performances while adding these Mad Max-esque type outfits to go along with it. So if I think of Adios, I think of those outfits. For this comeback in particular, there's not really any sets of outfits where I'm like, oh, that really stands out to me. This is really going to be the pinnacle. Is that a good word? There's just no outfits that I really feel stand out in the sense that when you think of Dun Dun, you're going to think of these outfits. So it's just a little bit too basic in my opinion. And had they not gone edgier, I would have hoped at least they would have gone a little bit more extravagant. So for example, Asha, yes, it's pronounced Asha. Get off my about it. I mean, guys, I don't always pull pronunciation out of my ass. Sometimes I do. She's wearing this rainbow dress with this blue fur coat. And I think had the fur coat been a little bit longer and much bulkier, it would have just been that much more badass. Kind of like CL's coat in Missing You. You know, it just adds this level of extravagance. Like, here I am. Notice me. But my favorite outfits of the music video have to be the sparkly ones. But then again, in the teaser pictures, they just looked so amazing. They had this type of filter on it. It gave me retro vibes. But then when it came to the music video, you really couldn't see the sparkles all that well. And you couldn't really tell they were sparkly. But then in their showcase, you can definitely see that they are sparkly. But as for the music video, you just really couldn't tell how sparkly they were. Last, but definitely least, are these black and red outfits. I'm predicting a trend, by the way. I think black and red edgier outfits are going to be really in this year, or sparkly outfits. I think sparkles are definitely going to be in this year. If we think of Twice's Feel Special, Momoland's Thumbs Up, I think they're definitely going in that direction trend-wise. Look at me predicting trends. Oh my goodness. I'm saving the best for last. We need to talk about the choreography for this song because I feel personally attacked. It just, there is no denying that this choreography hits so hard. And I have not felt this level of energy in so long. And I find it so refreshing. Third gen vocals are going to be third gen vocals. I don't think there's really any hope to change that as of right now. So I think, you know, if you're going to have a very strong backup track, and there's nothing wrong with that, absolutely nothing wrong with that, you might as well go really hard with the choreography. It's still a pet peeve of mine, and I'm still going to complain about it, but if the choreography is that intense, just let it slide, second gen fans. I'm talking to myself. And then I want to point out this specific part of the choreography in the pre-chorus where they're kind of swinging side to side. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. And I've talked about this before. This is my favorite type of element in a choreography. One of them. It just gets me because it's so simple yet impactful. And we've seen this in Beast's Fiction and more recently in Red Velvet's Psycho. How beautiful is it to be able to capture someone's attention by doing so little? And that's not an insult, but you know, just the simplicity of the movement, just, I love it. Let's talk a little bit more generally about the choreography, the sexy choreography, shall we say. It was a little bit shocking to see some of the moves and how hard-hitting some of the moves were. And it got me thinking of second gen K-pop and how sexy concepts were a lot more common back then. But also, women would get so much hate for doing these really sexy concepts. So I feel like overall, this trend of being overly sexy, not overly, that sounds negative. This trend of being really sexy in K-pop has died down a lot. Maybe it was because of the negativity that girl groups in particular were getting. Or maybe that's just how things were naturally flowing in K-pop. Things were just becoming more modest. We can even see this in boy groups as well. We don't see as many abs as we did back in the day. Anyways, all that to say, I just think it was so refreshing to see these second gen sexy elements being mixed with these third gen energetic elements. So it's like an energetic type of sexy. So it's not a typical sexy concept. It's kind of an evolution of this mixture of girl crush and sexy and energetic. So I think we should give this a new name, a new concept name. So leave it down in the comments below what you want to name this concept. It's not, in my opinion, quite girl crush. It's a mix of so many things, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, that is basically all I had to say for this video. Leave down in the comments below as well. What did you think of this comeback? Did you think it was amazing? Did you think it was underwhelming? I mean, from the teasers, I was really prepared for something really top tier, and I was a little bit afraid that they wouldn't quite live up to that, but it absolutely did. Oh my god. First of all, I'm almost at 100k and I'm super excited. I want my silver play button because I feel like I'm just becoming irrelevant. So it doesn't matter anyways. I'll get my button and then I could just perish. And I asked you guys what you guys would like me to do for 100k. And I said like, oh, do you guys want me to do a mukbang? And someone sent me a DM on Instagram like, I want you to do a mukbang so I can see you. And you know what? I've decided that from now on, anytime any of you guys decide to send me anything disgusting through DM, because like you have to actually take the time to like find me on Instagram and then like send me a message. I'm only going to respond with this video of Ollie London saying Stan 22.
Stan 22.
Don't forget to Stan 22, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.